In our previous video, we have talked about the kingdom Animalia, that is the two main division, vertebrate and invertebrate. And also we talk about the first phylum under invertebrate, that is Phylum Coelenterata. And in this video, we will talk about the Phylum Coelenterata. So without further ado, let's get started. So the next one we're going to talk about is Phylum Coelenterata. The name derived from a Greek word knit, which means knitted. The phylum, formerly called Cnidarians, Cnidaria, are exclusively aquatic. Cnidarians have no head, no centralized nervous systems, and no specialized organs for gaseous exchange, and no excretory system, and no circulatory system. They don't have any one of these. They do have a nerve net which functions as carrying signal from sensory cells and to contracted cells. Group of cells in a nerve net form a nerve cup that may be essential for rapid transmission, that is group of cells from the nerve net. The phylum Cnidaria include animals that show radial or bilateral symmetrical body. They have radial or bilateral. Some are slightly more complex than sponge. They are slightly more complex because they have specialized cells and tissues. Some are pre-living and some are colony organisms. They live in colony and they are diploplasm. That is, they are germ layers. They have ectoderm and endoderm. They have one opening and one body cavity named coelentro or gastrovascular cavity that take part both in digestion and water circulations. They possess specialized cells in ectoderm known as cnidocytes or stinging cells containing organelle called cnide or nematocysts, that is specialized cells in ectoderms. Most coelenterata have body form in their life cycle. Most coelenterata have a two-body form in their life cycle. The first one is stationary cylindrical, that is hydro polyp. This may be either sessile, polyp, or stack. The pre-swimming umbrella-shaped Medusa, we can call it bell. Example of these animals that exhibit folly are Hydras, Anemones, and coral polyps. Example of animals that exhibit Medusa are jellyfish. Some polyp live singly. Example of this polyp that live singly are Anemones and Hydra. Some polyp live in colonies. Example of animals that exhibit folly that live in colonies are coral polyps. Reproduce asexually by budding, and also reproduce sexually by producing male and female gametes. Classification of Cnidarium or Coelenterata. The first one is class Anthozoa. This includes cinnamons, siphon, muscoro, all Cnidarians that exhibit a sessile polyp body plants only. These are any Cnidarian that exhibits sessile polyp body plants only. There's no Medusa stage. So these are class Anthozoa. Then the next one is class Sysposa. These are jellyfish. These are swimming with Medusa stage behind dominant and polyp stage often reduced. So they are swimming with Medusa. They are animals that exhibits. They are Cnidarian that exhibits Medusa stage. Class Cubosa. These are boss jellies. Includes jellies that are square in cross-sectional and also known as box jellyfish. Cubozoan are anatomically similar to jellyfish. They are anatomically similar to jellyfish. Class Hydrosa. It is a diverse group that include all freshwater Cnidarians as well as many marine forms. They are the diverse group Hydrosa and has a both sessile members such as Hydra and colony swimming such as Portuguese manua. Is it how I supposed to pronounce it? So let me give you some example of Cnidarium. As you can see here, the first one is cinnamons, coral, sepens, jellyfish, Hydra, and Portuguese manua. So these are the typical example of Cnidarian from cinnamons up to Hydra and Portuguese manua. So we are going to the next phylum, that is Platyhelminth. But that will be in our next video. Thank you so much for watching. Do have a nice day. See you next class. Bye.